In the heart of the Galactic Academy, students buzzed with excitement. This was no ordinary school. It was a towering structure of glass and metal floating in the middle of a shimmering nebula. Here, young aliens from various planets came to learn about the galaxy's history, politics, and conflicts. Today, a special project had been assigned: research why certain species were banned from participating in galactic wars. Among the students was a group of friends: Zara, a quick-witted Zorblaxian; Creek, a thoughtful Vortelian; and Luma, a curious Althorian. They eagerly chose the topic of humans, a species that intrigued them with their mysterious reputation. The classroom was abuzz with the hum of excited chatter as students gathered around their holographic terminals. Zara, Creek, and Luma settled into their seats, their screens flickering to life with information about various banned species. Humans were the most elusive and controversial of all. Zara typed humans into the search bar, and a long list of documents appeared, but their content was oddly vague and contradictory. Creek frowned as he scanned the screen. Why is there so much confusion about humans? Some records say they were incredible fighters, while others describe them as primitive. Luma, her eyes wide with curiosity, leaned closer to the screen. Let's dig deeper. There must be something more detailed hidden somewhere. They began to sift through countless reports, ancient texts, and forbidden archives. Most of the records were either too old or heavily censored. It was as if someone wanted to keep the truth about humans a secret. The students found fragmented accounts. Some praised humans for their bravery and strategic brilliance, while others hinted at events so catastrophic that the entire galaxy feared their return to warfare. As the sun set outside the academy, casting an orange glow over the nebula, Zara stumbled upon an old, dusty file marked Confidential Human History. Excitedly, she shared it with Creek and Luma. The file contained detailed accounts of human wars, filled with strange and almost fantastical elements. "This is strange," Creek said, reading aloud. "It describes how humans fought in ways that no other species could understand or predict. It mentions a conflict that nearly destroyed a significant part of the galaxy." Luma's eyes sparkled with intrigue. Could this be why they're banned? Maybe their unpredictability made them too dangerous. The file also contained numerous redacted sections, making it even harder to piece together the full story. Zara pointed to one particularly obscured passage. "Look here. Human tactics were beyond comprehension. Their methods led to..." This part is entirely blacked out. Determined to uncover the truth, the students continued their research late into the night. They found hints that the galaxy's leaders had deemed humans too volatile to be allowed in any future conflicts. The ban on humans was enforced not just because of their strength, but also because of their ability to use warfare in ways that no other species could match. Just as they were about to wrap up, the Academy's principal, an imposing figure known for his stern demeanor, entered the room. His eyes narrowed as he noticed the students' focused work. "What are you three working on so late?" he asked, his voice stern but curious. Zara, Creek, and Luma exchanged worried glances. "We're researching why humans are banned from galactic wars," Zara explained, trying to sound confident. The principal's expression hardened. "You must be careful with such sensitive topics. The information you're digging into has been classified for a reason." The students were taken aback. They had anticipated some resistance, but this was more than they had expected. The principal's warning hinted at a deeper layer of secrecy surrounding human history. As the principal left, the friends looked at each other with a mix of excitement and concern. They had discovered a thread of truth, but were aware that it led to more questions and potential dangers. They knew they were on the brink of uncovering something significant, but the path ahead would be fraught with challenges. The mystery of why humans were banned from galactic wars had only just begun. The students were determined to unravel the truth, even if it meant facing opposition and uncovering secrets that had been buried for ages. The next morning, Zara, Creek, and Luma returned to the Galactic Academy's library with a renewed sense of determination. The library was a vast expanse of towering shelves filled with ancient texts and holographic archives from every corner of the galaxy. The students were eager to uncover more about humans and the mysterious reasons for their ban. Zara led the way, her fingers flying over the controls of a nearby terminal. "We need to dig deeper into the hidden records," she said, her voice filled with excitement. Let's see if we can find more about that secret document we stumbled upon. Creek and Luma followed closely, their eyes scanning the digital screens for any clues. They focused on finding documents related to the human conflict that was so carefully redacted in their previous findings. Hours passed as they sifted through endless data, but their efforts finally bore fruit when Luma discovered a file with a peculiar title, Human Warfare, Unrestricted Methods. "This might be it," Luma said, her voice trembling with anticipation. She opened the file, revealing a series of detailed accounts and analysis of human combat strategies. The document described human soldiers as unpredictable, using tactics that were not only unfamiliar, but seemed almost alien to the galactic military experts. As they read on, Kreek's eyes widened. According to this, humans developed strategies that could outmaneuver even the most advanced alien war machines. Their techniques were so innovative that they could cause chaos in the most organized forces. Zara nodded in agreement. "And look at this. Human methods include unexpected and unplanned actions, creating disorder among opponents. It seems like their approach to warfare was designed to unsettle and confuse." The document also mentioned something even more alarming. "There's a section about a massive human conflict," Creek said, pointing to another part of the text. "It describes how this war resulted in the near collapse of a galactic sector. The damage was so extensive that the Galactic Council decided to impose a ban on humans to prevent future conflicts." Luma frowned. "But why was the information so heavily censored? It's like they're hiding something even worse." The students felt a chill as they realized they were uncovering something much larger than they had anticipated. They decided to investigate further, looking for connections between the hidden human strategies and the Galactic Council's decision to impose the ban. Their research led them to an old holographic recording marked as a restricted session. With a mix of excitement and nervousness, they accessed the recording. The video showed a meeting of high-ranking galactic officials discussing the human conflict in grave tones. The officials expressed deep concerns about the unpredictable nature of human warfare and the potential threat it posed to the galaxy. One official, wearing a dark robe, spoke with urgency. "We must ensure that humans are kept out of any future conflicts. Their capacity for destruction and the chaos they bring is beyond our control. The galaxy's stability depends on their exclusion from warfare." Zara, Creek, and Luma listened in shock. The gravity of the situation became clear. Humans were banned not just because of their military prowess, but because their very presence could destabilize the entire galaxy. As they reviewed the recording, the library's lights flickered, and a low hum filled the air. The students looked up, their hearts racing. It was clear that their investigation was attracting unwanted attention. The Academy's security might have noticed their breach into classified information. Determined to complete their task, Zara, Creek, and Luma decided to compile their findings into a comprehensive report. They knew they were on the verge of uncovering a crucial piece of galactic history, and they needed to present it to their peers and the Galactic Council. With their report nearly complete, the students faced a tough decision. Should they continue their investigation despite the risks, or present their findings and potentially face backlash from the Academy's authorities? The answer seemed clear. They were committed to revealing the truth, no matter the consequences. The journey to uncover why humans were banned from galactic wars was far from over. The students had uncovered a significant part of the mystery, but the implications of their findings would soon become evident. As they prepared to present their report, they knew their discovery could change the galaxy's perception of humanity forever. With their report nearly finished, Zara, Creek, and Luma felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. They had discovered that humans were banned from galactic wars due to their extreme and unpredictable tactics. But they sensed there was still more to uncover. The hidden files and recordings hinted at even darker secrets. Determined to find out more, the students decided to search for additional records that might shed light on the most catastrophic human conflict mentioned in their previous research. They returned to the Galactic Academy's library, this time focusing on the oldest and most obscure archives. Zara, her eyes fixed on the holographic screen, searched through ancient files that were rarely accessed. "We need to find records from the time of the great human conflict. There must be more details about what happened." Creek and Luma worked alongside her, scanning through dusty data files and faded texts. After hours of searching, Creek finally found a file titled The Great Human Conflict, Final Reports. His heart raced as he opened the file, revealing a series of detailed accounts and reports from the conflict's final days. The documents described a war that engulfed several star systems, leading to immense destruction. The human forces, despite being outnumbered, managed to inflict severe damage on their enemies using unconventional strategies. Their methods were so effective that they led to a temporary collapse of several galactic sectors. Luma read aloud from one of the reports. The humans employed tactics that created confusion and panic among their enemies. They used guerrilla warfare and surprise attacks in ways that no other species had ever seen. This unpredictability made them nearly impossible to defeat. Zara nodded. It seems like their tactics were not just about winning battles, but about creating chaos on a grand scale. The result was a level of destruction that the galaxy had never experienced before. The students continued their research, uncovering more details about the human conflict. They discovered that the human forces had developed weapons and strategies that were considered too dangerous for galactic warfare. These innovations included technology that could disrupt entire planetary systems and biological agents that caused widespread suffering. One document stood out. It was a personal account from a high-ranking galactic officer who had witnessed the conflict firsthand. The officer wrote about the terror and helplessness felt by those who faced the human forces. The officer's words painted a vivid picture of the devastation caused by the humans' tactics. "This account is chilling," Creek said, his voice tinged with awe. "It describes the humans as not just warriors, but as forces of nature, capable of bringing entire systems to their knees." As they delved deeper into the reports, the students learned that the Galactic Council had imposed the ban on humans not only to prevent future conflicts, but also to avoid the potential for another catastrophe. The Council feared that allowing humans to participate in wars again could trigger a new era of chaos and destruction. Just then, the library's security systems detected unauthorized access to classified archives. The lights dimmed and an alert sounded. The students knew they had to act quickly. They compiled their findings into a comprehensive report, summarizing the devastating impact of the human conflict and the reasons behind their ban from galactic wars. With their report ready, Zara, Creek, and Luma prepared to present their findings to their peers and the Galactic Council. They knew the information they had uncovered was significant and could alter the galaxy's understanding of humanity. As they made their way to the presentation room, the students were filled with a mix of anticipation and dread. They had discovered the hidden truth about why humans were banned, but they were also aware of the potential consequences of revealing such explosive information. Their journey to uncover the truth had revealed the devastating power of humanity and the fear it had instilled in the galaxy. As they prepared to share their findings, they hoped that their courage in exposing the hidden truth would lead to a new understanding of humanity and its place in the galaxy. The future was uncertain, but the students were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their discovery was just the beginning, and the impact of their revelations would soon be felt across the galaxy. Zara, Creek, and Luma stood before the towering doors of the Galactic Academy's main conference hall, their hearts pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. They had gathered all their findings into a detailed report, revealing the shocking truth about why humans were banned from galactic wars. The time had come to present their research to the Academy and the Galactic Council. As the doors slid open, the three students walked into the grand hall. It was filled with high-ranking officials and distinguished scholars, all waiting to hear what the students had uncovered. The room was silent, the air heavy with anticipation. Zara, Creek, and Luma took their places at the front of the room, their report displayed on a large holographic screen. Zara began speaking, her voice steady despite her nervousness. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Academy and the Council, we have conducted extensive research into why humans are banned from galactic wars. Our findings reveal that humans were once incredibly powerful and unpredictable warriors. Their methods were so effective and chaotic that they led to massive destruction." As Zara continued, Creek and Luma operated the holographic display, showing detailed accounts and images from their research. The officials in the room listened intently, their expressions ranging from curiosity to concern. Just as Zara was about to present the most critical part of their findings, a high-ranking alien diplomat named Varnak stood up. His imposing figure and sharp, angular features commanded attention. "I must object," he said, his voice echoing through the hall. "This information is highly sensitive. The Council's decision to ban humans was made for the safety and stability of the galaxy. Revealing these details could have serious consequences." Luma's face turned pale. She had expected some resistance, but was shocked by the intensity of Varnak's reaction. "We believe that understanding the truth about humans is crucial for future relations and diplomacy," she replied, trying to stay calm. "Our research shows that the ban was based on fear and misinformation." Another council member, an alien with shimmering blue skin named Talus, raised a hand. "The ban was put in place after careful consideration of the potential risks. Humans' tactics were deemed too dangerous, and their history is fraught with instability." "Are you suggesting we should lift the ban?" Zara took a deep breath. "We are not suggesting that the ban should be lifted immediately. We are presenting this information to show that there may be more to the story than previously known. Understanding the full picture could help prevent misunderstandings and improve future relations with humans." The room buzzed with murmurs of disagreement and concern. Some officials looked skeptical, while others seemed intrigued by the students' arguments. Varnak's stern gaze remained fixed on the students. "Your report is indeed detailed, but it also reveals how humans have the potential to disrupt the galaxy. It is our duty to ensure that such dangers are kept in check." The debate continued, with the students facing mounting opposition from the council members. Despite their best efforts to explain the importance of their findings, it became clear that the council was deeply entrenched in its stance. The students were met with a mixture of hostility and skepticism. As the meeting progressed, the atmosphere grew tense. Zara, Creek, and Luma felt the weight of the council's disapproval, but they remained resolute. They had taken a significant risk in bringing this information to light, and they knew that facing opposition was part of the process. Eventually, the council reached a decision. While they acknowledged the students' efforts and the importance of their findings, they decided not to make any immediate changes to the ban on humans. Instead, they proposed a review of the information presented, with a focus on exploring diplomatic avenues that could lead to a better understanding of humanity. As the meeting concluded, Zara, Creek, and Luma left the conference hall, feeling a mix of disappointment and determination. Their presentation had sparked a heated debate, but they had not achieved the immediate change they had hoped for. Nevertheless, they knew their efforts had not been in vain. The students understood that their journey was far from over. They had faced strong opposition but had succeeded in bringing the hidden truth about humans into the open. The next steps would involve continued advocacy for a deeper understanding of humanity and working towards potential diplomatic solutions. As they walked through the corridors of the academy, Zara, Creek, and Luma were determined to press on. They had faced significant challenges, but their commitment to uncovering the truth and fostering better relations with humans remained unwavering. The future of galactic diplomacy and the fate of human interactions with the galaxy were now in their hands. In the weeks following their presentation, the galaxy was abuzz with discussions and debates about the students' revelations. Zara, Creek, and Luma had faced strong opposition, but their efforts had not gone unnoticed. The truth about why humans were banned from galactic wars had sparked a series of events that were about to change the galaxy forever. The Galactic Academy was tasked with reviewing the students' report and its implications. After a thorough examination, the Council issued a statement acknowledging the complexity of the issue. They announced the formation of a new task force dedicated to exploring the potential for improved relations with humanity. The decision was met with a mixture of relief and skepticism across the galaxy. Zara, Creek, and Luma watched the news with anticipation. The task force would include diplomats, military strategists, and historians, all working together to assess the potential for a new approach to human interactions. It was a promising step, but the students knew that the real work was just beginning. One day, while walking through the Academy's courtyard, Zara received a message from a prominent diplomat named Oron. He was leading the new task force and wanted to meet with the students. Zara shared the news with Creek and Luma, and they all felt a surge of excitement and nervousness. The meeting was set in Oron's office, a spacious room filled with artifacts and holographic displays. Auron greeted them warmly and gestured for them to sit. "Your report has had a significant impact," he said, his tone respectful. "We are embarking on a new journey to understand humanity better. Your insights will be invaluable to our efforts." Creek leaned forward. "We appreciate the opportunity to contribute. What are the next steps for the task force?" Auron smiled. "We will start by initiating diplomatic talks with human representatives. Our goal is to explore possible agreements and frameworks for cooperation. We also want to understand human perspectives on galactic conflicts and how we can build a safer, more stable environment." Luma nodded. "That sounds like a positive direction. How can we help?" Auron considered their question. "Your role will be to assist in translating the findings of your report into actionable strategies. We will need to navigate complex diplomatic and military considerations, and your understanding of the human perspective will be crucial." The students agreed to join the task force, eager to continue their work. They spent the following weeks collaborating with diplomats and strategists, preparing for the first round of talks with human representatives. The process was challenging, requiring careful negotiation and a deep understanding of both human and galactic perspectives. As the talks progressed, the task force faced numerous obstacles. The human representatives were cautious and skeptical, wary of the galaxy's intentions. They demanded assurances and guarantees before considering any new agreements. Zara, Creek, and Luma worked tirelessly to build trust and bridge the gap between the two sides. Slowly but surely, progress was made. The task force and the human representatives reached several preliminary agreements, focusing on areas of mutual interest such as trade, technology exchange, and joint research initiatives. These agreements laid the groundwork for a new era of cooperation between humans and the galaxy. The impact of the students' report was profound. It had not only revealed the hidden truth about humanity, but had also set in motion a series of diplomatic efforts aimed at fostering better relations. The initial resistance had given way to a cautious optimism, and the galaxy was beginning to view humanity in a new light. Zara, Creek, and Luma were recognized for their bravery and dedication. Their efforts had sparked a much-needed dialogue about the nature of conflict and the potential for peaceful coexistence. The students had faced significant challenges, but their commitment to uncovering the truth and working towards a better future had paid off. As they looked back on their journey, the students felt a sense of accomplishment. They had faced opposition, uncovered hidden truths, and played a crucial role in shaping the future of galactic diplomacy. The road ahead would be long and complex, but they were ready to continue their work, knowing that they had made a meaningful difference. The galaxy had taken its first steps toward a new understanding of humanity, and Zara, Creek, and Luma were at the forefront of this transformative process. The impact of their revelations would be felt for generations to come, and their legacy would be one of courage, curiosity, and the pursuit of truth.